Brooklyn Park police say there's a new scam on the streets.
Scammers are posing as utility workers and asking for reloadable debit cards. Reporter Shannon Slatton explains that scam and more in today's Money Savers.
It's a new year and there are new scams out there to tell you about. We have Dan Hendrickson with the Better Business Bureau here to talk about one new scam that's causing a little bit of concern right now with reloadable debit cards. What can you tell us about those?
We're hearing that people are going door to door pretending to be utility workers and then asking people to pay their utility bill with reloadable debit cards, green dot money pack cards. And this sounds strange, and it is strange. This is not how it works. Your power company is not going to come to your door, so that's a red flag right there. And these reloadable debit cards are very easily drained. Once you give your numbers out, which is what these scammers are going to ask for, they can drain the money off of those cards right away, and then you have nothing, just a plastic card that's worth nothing.
And so the advice here is go through the regular charitable lines?
Yeah, and ask for ID at the door, and always verify with the power company or whatever utility they're with, and make sure that it is someone with the utility company.
All right, let's talk about some of the top complaints from last year. The first three dealt with your automobile, your cars.
Yep, the first two were used car and new car dealers, and then the third was auto repair. So we always say that's not a big surprise. People's cars, obviously you need that to get around throughout your day, you need to get it to your job. So when there's a problem, we're going to hear about it. So that's not surprising. But the great thing is both used car dealers and new car dealers did a great job of resolving complaints at 92% and 98% respectively.
So they do work well with folks to get those
When there's
solved.
a problem, they get in there and they get it fixed.
All right, we saw contractors listed a few different times in the top 10 list. What can you tell us about dealing with those?
Well, there too, it's your house or your apartment, and when something's wrong or something's not to your liking, you're going to come to the Better Business Bureau probably. So the best thing is to always start with us. Check out the contractors at BBB.org. Make sure they have their license with the Department of Labor, and ask around, ask for references. Make sure you know who you're dealing with, and also make sure you know what to do, who to contact if there's a problem.
And if you do have a problem, what should you do next?
Well, we always say first try to work it out with the business. That's always best. We know sometimes that's not possible. The relationship's too deteriorated. So at that point, we always suggest contact us. You can file a complaint with the Department of Labor, but a complaint at bbb.org is always a good idea.
All right. Thank you very much, Dan, for sharing that information. Now back to you on the desk, Mike and Alex.